Live from Philadelphia, this is Fox 29's Good Day.
There is a new term some teens are using, thigh gap. This is something that they want.
This is something I've never had.
You look at a person's body from behind, and in between, at the top of their thighs, you can see the sun shining
It's like the middle of the letter H, the capital letter H.
Jen, why is this so important?
Did she just really say it's the middle of the capital letter H?
But that's how you describe it, right? You have two legs, and you know,
two legs,
and a gap. There's no
up top.
There's no.
What's the bar in the H? What would
you
that
can see
area
through.
Be? Your crotch?
Yes, that's the knees. That's the knees, Mikey. Say hi to Dr. Bernstein. Good morning once again.
Good morning.
Okay, so first of all, you've been talking to people about this. You know that this is out there. People want this. There's good ways to go about it, bad ways to go about it. Do you think this is a uniquely girl idea? Like boys don't care. I showed them this Victoria's Secret supermodel, and I want you to see some of the images as we're talking. You weren't looking at her thighs when I showed you the Victoria's Secret model, be honest.
No, I did not see that. The little space there that everybody was interested in.
Do you think that women look at that area more than men look at that area?
I know they do, actually, because a lot of people ask me about it. I haven't had one guy ask me about it.
Really?
Not one.
And you've never, like, seriously, we're friends. You've never been like, hey, look at that girl. She'd be a little cuter if she had a big gap in between her thighs.
No.
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 So we've been talking about this in Europe and in other areas, the way that women are going about it. They're doing lunchtime lipo, which you don't agree with that idea at all.
No, I don't. You know, the nice thing about CoolSculpting or Zeltique is that it's very, very, very safe. It's non-invasive, outside the body.
Okay.
So I'm really conservative about everything. So I love that. I mean, safe is the whole thing.
All right, so coming up, guys, and Mike, you're going to enjoy this. We have a woman, and she's going to do what he's talking about. Remember we did the fat freezing on your tummy?
Yeah.
They are now doing it safely on the upper thighs. It's not FDA approved, but it is, you're allowed to do it.
Yes.
And you're going to see it, and she's going to have on little yoga shorts, so don't worry about anything like that.
So you can essentially just technically freeze off fat.
We're going to freeze off your fat, and you can only do it on the inside of your thigh. You can't do it on the outside of your thigh.
Give me an ice cube.
You're not getting near that.
Get you an ice cube, and you'll be on your way.
All right, thank you, Jen.
Yes.
Who knew about thigh gap? We can't get something from down the street here. All right,
No,
here's
we contact Lay's. I bet you they would let us try it.
Lay's. Send us some Lay's. Hi, Jen.
Well, you can't
Hi,
eat
guys.
Pepsi chicken chips if you want, you know, to get rid of your thigh
Jen,
fat.
just stop talking for a second, will you?
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do some cool sculpting on her beautiful thighs. They already look great. They're going to look better. And by the way, do you know how they figured out how they could freeze fat off? Babies sucking on popsicles, they would lose fat. It's a true story.
Casey is the true champion.
Casey, you know you love it. Okay, so sometimes when I watch that Victoria's Secret model show, you know, you ever watch that show? It's an hour of just women walking up and down
When they do the wings?
the wings and stuff. Victoria's Secret fashion show. Come on.
What do you...
So they're walking down the ramp, and you can see right in between, on their upper thighs, in between, you can see the light coming through there. They don't have, there's a gap at the top of their thigh. Sell it.
This is why you just read what Jen wrote for you. This is why.
Jen is an Ardmore. Apparently, there's something called thigh gap.
Okay, so thigh gap is something that is getting a negative connotation, but here with Dr. Bernstein, they are helping people with the stubborn areas of your upper thighs, right?
Yes, that's the whole thing.
Okay, we're calling it CoolSculpting. You want to see what it looks like? I know you do. Are you guys ready for us?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, let's go see what they're doing. So basically what you're doing is you're freezing the and good morning. Good morning. She's adorable. You're freezing the inside of her thigh.
Yes.
So you can do a little bit of spot reduction.
That's the whole key. This is all about spot reduction. Love handles, stomach, and now, although it's not FDA cleared for that area, the inner thighs.
Okay, so talk to me about it. She's going to be like this for an hour.
Yes.
And then when she gets done, she's going to have like a little piece. We'll be able to see like a little piece of like butter. It looks like
a stick of butter because when you cool down the very slight bit of extra fat,
yeah,
it gets hard like butter.
Okay, she to me looks perfect. I mean, look at her face. She's like the prettiest thing that ever walked into this. You are adorable. Do you ever tell people it's not for you?
Absolutely.
You can't be.
Sure, if there's, I mean, you know, it's usually with people, it's just a little problem area, and they're all adorable, and they're all, you know, just have that small problem area they want to get rid of.
Do you have to have something that you can grab onto? Like, how do you know you have enough?
Because you can pinch it and see.
Okay.
Because what happens is this little cup here actually suctions in skin and a little bit of fat with it. Fat's kind of at the bottom of our skin, some more than others.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about this thing with the babies and the popsicles and the equestrians. There's something that infants get. They suck on a popsicle and they can lose fat.
And you can actually lose fat, right.
Okay, and then talk to me about the equestrians. So they're riding a horse.
He told me about the equestrians this morning.
Riding a horse.
So they ride a horse, it's cold, and apparently people get this done. You could get it done, it's a little more expensive, just take horse lessons in the winter. And apparently there's some literature that says that will get rid of the fat.
Who is not a candidate for this?
Someone who's got either, too much fat where they're trying to really reduce, because again, this is for a problem area, or someone has like way too little. You have to have just enough to pinch between your
People
knees.
get upset about this out here. You can't do that yet.
We're not doing that yet, no, because often this is the area that women really ask about.
All right, so coming up in an hour, we're going to see how this sucker works. And I do mean sucker.
So what did he say, Jay? So Mike was, when it pulls it out like a stick of butter, I remember how when he did it on the abdomen
With the tummy.
or whatever. Where does the stick of butter go?
Where does the stick of butter go? Over 6 weeks, the body releases it?
Yes, you illustrated that before, yes.
Oh, got it.
It leaves the body.
Got it.
So the cells kind of disappear.
Got it.
You poo
by
it out.
apoptosis.
There you go, Mike Jarrett.
Yeah,
there you go, Mike
She's
Jarrett.
doing this.
Is that what that means?
Jen,
Jen,
I'll take that money.
I want a split second.
I'll take that money. I would like the money. Give me the
I
money.
want to see this woman's thighs.
Excuse me?
You can't see that she's not done yet, okay? She's still cooking. Look, 5
She's
minutes.
cooking. She's
freezing.
freezing.
Still cooking. We're freezing. Look, this woman, by the way, has no fat on her, so it's embarrassing, really. Exactly.
I mean, come on.
But we're going to make her look even hotter. But again, we can't take her out of the oven. The timer's on. 5 more minutes, and you'll see how great she looks.
Okay, we've been watching this process. Your stubborn thighs. People apparently want to be able to get some of the fat on the top of your thighs, inner thighs.
You see the commercials with what are the things where you know, what do you call those things? I'm just at a lack of words today. This is a machine. Thank you, Thigh Master. Woof.
Well, it's more here, isn't it?
No. But you do that, but you're trying to get that fat.
Okay. Anyway, let's just freeze this fat off this
Just
woman.
freeze
Get it
it
over
off.
with.
Does this really work, Jen? Come on.
It does really work.
That was the intro of the life.
But you have to have something to freeze off. Good morning once again, and good morning to my friends, Dr. Bloom of Dr. Bernstein. Good morning. By the way, this lovely woman, her husband is on a business trip in Toronto. Has no idea she's doing this, and that she's doing it on TV. Awesome. Hi, honey. So explain what it is that we're doing, because by the way, we have to wait. We're talking a little bit until 1:28 because we have to. She wants her full fat frozen. She's done the work.
Yes.
She doesn't want to take it off a second too soon.
So doctors learned a long time ago that cold can injure fat. So some very smart people at Harvard decided that they would take cold and purposely injure fat so that it disappears. Fat is injured at 12 degrees higher temperature than skin.
So the skin's going to be fine.
So the skin's totally fine and it only injures the fat. And the fat goes away over the period of a month.
Okay.
Slowly dissolves.
Here's the thing that I want to say is that everyone has a zone. Like for me, it's my tummy. And just so everyone knows, I came in here and tried to get it off, and he said I didn't have enough to get off. And that upset me. But anyway, I think that the biggest problem that you guys have is the device to get in there. So like people have arm problems and this.
Right.
Do you eventually see this going to all different kinds of areas?
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's what they're working on. But, you know, it seems pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
You just freeze it and that's it, but it's not. You have to really control the temperature. So for each different area, you know, you really, it takes an effort to design a handpiece that fits. Now,
Dr.
again,
Bloom is a well-trained physician.
Yes, he is.
He's gone to multiple graduate-level studies. He's the one that does it here in your office. This isn't like a situation where and Lisa helps, but I mean, these are like nurses and doctors that are doing this, not like, hey, I'm going to get my nails done and get my fat frozen off.
No one does anything here with a device.
I'm just saying for people out there that might see this device, you really want to do it with a doctor or a nurse.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now we're taking the thingy off, and again, it's been on there for about an hour, and we
just release the suction like that.
Okay.
And there you go.
All right. Okay, so it's a little bit red because it's a little chilly, and we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. And so again, then she'll do the other side, correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, she's got to go a whole other, the whole
How's it
other
feel?
side.
Not bad.
Yeah, she has to do the other side. Yeah.
It's so red.
It's red.
It is red because it's freezing. Remember, it's very,
cold.
very
It's like
chilly.
lunch
Yeah.
meat.
Oh, my
It's cold
chair.
to the touch.
Be
What?
quiet. But she's not in any pain. You're not in any pain? No. It's numb. It is because it's been...
Yeah, you feel it a little bit for like the first 5 minutes, and then you don't really feel anything. And it feels cold if you touch it.
And she could, like, go to work. She could go play tennis, be
Yeah.
active, all that
Yeah.
stuff. And then this is what I always say. Do the patients call you? Like, if I had this done, I think every day I would look in the mirror and be like, is it gone? Is it... Like, do they call you or it just kind of, like, happens over
Because
time?
people know it happens over the course of a month, but it's very noticeable. First person I ever treated was the guy that brought this in the office. Treated only one side. Years and years ago, it's still, that side is gone, and the other side, he's gained a little weight, is much bigger now.
And he uses that as a sales technique, quite frankly,
Yes,
because
he does.
people
He's
show
showing,
it.
he's showing.
He
Jim.
shows that it's still... Yes, Mike Jerk.
Who's that dude in the dark suit with the blue gloves on?
But absolutely.
That's Dr. Bloom. He's
That's
making it
Dr. Bloom?
happen.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
goodbye.
I want to try it.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
I got a bag of ice right here.
don't
What do you think?
touch me.
Okay, it's all about floral.